Hello Internet, it is me AV, I'm your host, and this week you have tuned in to the AudioVisual Wrestling Review. Basically, if you're new to the channel, this is what I do. I take the week in WWE Wrestling, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT 205 Live, and whatever events they have in the middle, like the UK Championship, the Cruiserweight Classic, or the Mae Young Classic. And what I do is I boil down the week into 5 moments and I go over them. Also at the end I have my honorable mentions, stuff that were also cool that just didn't make the list, and also the match of the week. So if you're sitting at home and you're like, man, what do I watch? I want a good, solid wrestling match from WWE. What do I watch? I let you know at the end of the show what the match of the week was. So that's it, guys. Just remember to like and subscribe to the show. If you like it, you can go back and check out episode 1 and 2 of this just to see what it's about. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it, guys. And coming in at number 5 this week is Dolph Ziggler, still doing other wrestlers' entrances, mocking them basically. Now he dropped to the number 5 spot this week because it's getting a bit old. I mean, the first time we saw it, I popped. I enjoyed him mocking John Cena, mocking Naomi, mocking... Who else did he mock on that week? He's mocked Ultimate Warrior, he's mocked Bayley, he's done a bunch... Macho Man Randy Savage was the one I was thinking about. But this week, I feel like it's just getting a bit stale. We get it. We get that he doesn't like gimmicks. He did Triple H, he did Shawn Michaels, and then he did DX, which I think weren't too, they weren't super entertaining or super elaborate. More, it's just, okay, we get it. The crowd was chanting CM Punk. If he did a CM Punk entrance, he would have been on number 1 on the list because that would have got a hell of a pop from that audience. But he didn't. And, I mean, it's building up to a rivalry with him and Bobby Roode because he has the big, glorious entrance. So we're not getting much from Dolph really these weeks. We're just gonna get more practice entrances from Dolph. So coming in at number 5 this week is Dolph Ziggler, and coming in at number 4 is Curt Hawkins. Yes, the star maker or the star factory manager, whatever you want to call him, Curt Hawkins. He has changed his star machine into a history-making machine. And boy, is he making history. And he's not making history with a winning streak. He is making history with his historic losing streak. To be precise, is a 115 match losing streak. And not last night on Raw, but on this week's Raw, he lost to one Apollo Crews. Now, this is crazy that they're giving him TV time to promote his losing streak. This is the reverse Goldberg, and I have a feeling it's gonna get him over. It's not gonna get him to a title or a big win because that would ruin the whole streak. But I'm putting him in at the number 4 spot because Curt Hawkins, Brian Myers, is proving he's a real company guy and he can stick it out and he has a great personality about it. So at number 4, I will give the honor to Mr. Curt Hawkins. Congratulations, sir, on your 115 match losing streak. And in at number 3 is Jason Jordan, is your new number 1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship. DJ Souls, I'm kind of burning through the list really quick this week. Is that just me or are you noticing too? Anyways, yes, Jason Jordan, new number 1 contender to the IC Championship. On this week's Raw, they had a 6-pack challenge featuring the Hardy Boys, Jason Jordan, Elias Sampson, and The Miz Taraj, with Jason Jordan picking up the win to become the new number 1 contender. Now, on episodes previous, I've said Jason Jordan's ring ability, the stuff he showed in the John Cena match and the Roman Reigns match, even though he lost, he showed that he can go in the ring. The boy can go. Now, promo-wise, he's missing. He hasn't had too many opportunities to do promos, so maybe he'll build up to it or as he gets more comfortable. But right now, he is your number 1 contender to the IC Championship because of his ring work. I honestly believe that. If the boy could not go in the ring, he would not be in this position. He's only in this position because his expert wrestling ability. Now, I feel that The Miz will drop the title to him at No Mercy just because Maryse is pregnant and The Miz has said he would be there for his kid. And we're seeing signs of the departure already with Maryse already being off TV and Miz, sure to follow, leaving TV as well. So in at number 3, I've called it, guys. Now I'm going to call new IC Championship. In at number 3, Jason Jordan, number 1 contender. And in at number 2 is an NXT moment actually making on the list this week. In at number 2, Alistair Black meets the Velveteen Dream. Now I know some of you out there might be like, why is this the number 2 moment? It's the number 2 moment for a lot of things. Let me break it down for you. It's the number 2 moment because Alistair Black finally got to speak and finally got to give us more character besides the badass wrestler. And he is indeed a badass wrestler. And we got to get A great promo from him until he was interrupted by the Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark. If for those of you who watched the last season of Tough Enough, he has grown into this character. The guy is, he's been there, I guess, in the back just working on this character, and it's a pretty good character. Now, I liked the back and forth between the two because the two were polar opposites. The seriousness, the darkness of Alistair Black with the mellow, kind of mystic, kind of hippie vibe of Velveteen Dream. The two mixed into a great promo, with it ending with Alistair Black hitting Velveteen Dream with a black hole kick right to the hand. But you could feel the tension between the two. You could feel that there's a spark between the two, that when they get in the ring, when they have their eventual match, I think it's going to burn the house down. I think it's going to take the house down. I think these two can go. Alistair Black can clearly go. He's had matches with Hideo Itami and many more, proving his ability. And the Velveteen Dream has had a couple matches, but he has been working hard on his craft. And I think these two in the ring, you can just see from the promo, there was so much like magic between it. You just got to go and check it out on this week's NXT. So in at number 2, Alistair Black meets the Velveteen Dream. And in at number 1 is Braun Strowman himself destroying Enzo Amore. Now, I'm saying specifically destroying Enzo Amore because they did a video-to-video chat between Braun and Brock. That was okay. It was But when he came out and destroyed Enzo Amore for no reason, the crowd popped. I liked it so much, it had to be number 1 on the list. Now, I don't mean this in the sense that I want the WWE to bury Enzo Amore. I mean it in the sense that the WWE is doing everything they can to make Braun Strowman look like a true monster, just ripping people apart. But of course, there's the argument out there, why would you have Braun Strowman rip apart one of the smallest men on the roster? It's because you know there's an undertone of punishment to Enzo Amore. And I feel like last week when they had the Miz kind of shoot promo on Enzo, I felt like it was a bit of a, some form of punishment on Enzo, just a little touch of it. But this week I feel like they are truly just dropping Enzo into his grave and slowly burying him, with the burial probably being Neville defeating him easily at No Mercy. But Braun Strowman again proving his dominance, even though he doesn't have to anymore, but just doing it to the enjoyment of the crowd. I feel like the WWE is understanding. They like seeing Braun destroy people weekly on Monday Night Raw. So after this, I had to give him the number 1 spot, guys. So number 1 goes to the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And that is it for the top 5 list, guys. Go check out each moment at your leisure on WWE Network if you have it, or on YouTube, or however you catch your WWE stuff. Now, we are moving on to the next portion of the show called the Honorable Mention, where I give a shout out to stuff that I thought that was cool that I just couldn't get on the list, or maybe it was too late and I didn't put on the list. But this week on the Honorable Mentions, I have 2 things. Number 1 is the Hype Bros. Now, a lot of you out there are like, AV, what the hell? The Hype Bros? All they do is lose on SmackDown Live. Let me tell you this. The reason why they're on the Honorable Mentions this week is because after their loss, they went to the back, and Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder are all like, oh, we lost. I can't believe it, bro. And Mojo Rawley says, things gotta change. We gotta do something drastic. I like this. This is what I think both men need. I was a big but I'm a big supporter of Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley turning heel, because they need something. They need an edge right now. They are staler than week-old crackers. They're super stale. With this mention of a turn and something drastic, I think they're gonna do something great. And the two are great athletes. Zack Ryder is a great athlete. Mojo Rawley, clearly a great athlete. They just have the stalest characters in the world at this point. So, one honorable mention trophy will go to the Hype Bros. Congratulations. Now, the second honorable mention is going to be an easy one. It doesn't go to a specific person, it doesn't go to a specific place, but it will go to a specific thing. And that thing is Super Kicks. Super Kicks get the second honorable mention this week. Everybody throwing a super kick, from Charlotte to Rusev to Adam Cole. Super kicks everywhere. Super kick, super kick, super kick. They get the number 2 spot. Congratulations. So with a big super kick, here is your honorable mention trophy. And now we are on to the final part of the show, the match of the week. And this week, the match of the week again goes to NXT. And the match I'm talking about is Mustache Mountain, as Nigel McGuinness would say, versus the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. I'm not going to spoil too much for the match. I'm just going to say, hell of a match, guys. Congratulations. NXT again tearing it up on the countdown with the match of the week. And that's it for this week's episode of AudioVisual Weekly Wrestling Review. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. And please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And you can leave me some questions or comments down below, or you can leave them on Twitter. Follow me at J1Phenomenal. But that's it, guys. We'll see you next week. For DJ Souls, I'm AV. This has been the AudioVisual Club. Thanks.